Well, hey, it's day 6, and we're halfway through our series, Walking Through James. And today, we're looking at James chapter 3, verses 13 to 18. Now, everyone wants to be seen as wise. Some chase it through experience, others through education, and some others just through talking louder than everyone else. But James cuts through all the noise and says, if you're truly wise, it'll show in how you live. You see, he starts by asking a bold question in verse 13. Who among you is wise and understanding? Then he drops the real test to show it by your good life, by deeds done in humility. In other words, wisdom isn't proven in how well you argue, but in how well you love. Now, James draws a line between two kinds of wisdom. He described one in verse 15 as earthly, unspiritual, and demonic, because it's driven by envy, pride, and selfish ambition. Now, this kind of wisdom might look confident or impressive, but underneath, it's chaos. It breeds drama, disorder, and destruction. And you'll find that in boardrooms and unfortunately in churches, or even in friendships where people compete instead of build each other up. But the other kind of wisdom from above, this is what James has to say about it in verse 17. That it is first pure, then peace-loving, gentle, compliant, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering, without pretense. This is the wisdom that looks like Jesus. It doesn't shout to be heard. It doesn't manipulate to get its way. It builds bridges instead of walls. You see, when you operate in heavenly wisdom, you stop needing to be right, and you start focusing on being righteous. You stop competing, and you start cultivating peace. So James ends this section with a powerful image in verse 18, specifically out of the NIV, saying that peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. Think about that. What you sow in your relationships, in your conversations and decisions will eventually grow. If you plant bitterness, you'll reap conflict. But if you plant peace, you'll reap righteousness. So today, check the source of your wisdom. Is it loud, proud, and self-serving? Or is it humble, pure, and peace-driven? Because one builds heaven on earth and the other burns it down.